Welcome to our comprehensive guide on ESG reporting. In today's business world, environmental, social, and governance, commonly known as ESG, has become a critical factor for organizations of all sizes. This video will walk you through the essentials of ESG reporting, why it matters, and how you can leverage it to create value for your stakeholders while supporting your business objectives. Whether you're a CEO, sustainability manager, or just starting your ESG journey, you'll find practical insights and actionable steps here. Let's start by understanding what ESG reporting is and why it's now a business imperative. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. It's a framework that helps organizations measure and manage their impact on the world, beyond just financial performance. ESG started as a tool for socially responsible investing, but has evolved into a comprehensive approach to business management. Today, it's about understanding and addressing sustainability-related risks and opportunities that affect long-term business success. Companies with strong ESG practices often show better risk management, innovation, stakeholder relationships, and financial resilience. Let's break down each pillar of ESG to see how they work together. ESG framework is built on three interconnected pillars: environmental, social, and governance. The environmental pillar focuses on how organizations interact with the natural world. Think climate change, resource efficiency, and pollution prevention. The social pillar addresses relationships with employees, customers, and communities, covering diversity, health and safety, and human rights. Governance is about leadership, ethics, transparency, and risk management. Together, these pillars provide a comprehensive view of sustainability and long-term value creation potential. Understanding each pillar is key to effective ESG reporting. Environmental pillar examines how organizations manage their impact on the planet. This includes efforts to mitigate climate change, improve resource efficiency, prevent pollution, and conserve biodiversity. As climate change accelerates and regulations evolve, environmental factors are increasingly material to business performance. Companies face both physical risks from environmental changes and transition risks as economies shift to low-carbon models. However, these challenges also create opportunities for innovation and competitive advantage. Let's look at some practical examples of environmental ESG initiatives. Environmental ESG initiatives can take many forms. For example, companies may set science-based emissions reduction targets, invest in renewable energy, or implement energy efficiency measures. Resource management is another key area, reducing water consumption, minimizing waste, and adopting circular economy practices. Biodiversity efforts might include protecting natural habitats, sustainable sourcing, or ecosystem restoration projects. These actions not only reduce environmental impact, but also drive innovation and operational efficiency, positioning organizations for long-term success. Social pillar focuses on how organizations manage relationships with people, employees, customers, communities, and other stakeholders. This includes workforce diversity and inclusion, health and safety, human rights, community engagement, product safety, and data privacy. Social factors are increasingly recognized as drivers of business performance, influencing talent attraction, customer loyalty, and operational efficiency. Companies with strong social practices often see better employee engagement, lower turnover, and stronger community partnerships. Social ESG initiatives can include workforce diversity and inclusion programs, employee development opportunities, and robust health and safety management. Community engagement might involve local economic development, community investment, or stakeholder engagement. For customers, product safety, quality, and data privacy protection are key. These efforts not only fulfill social responsibilities, but also build trust, loyalty, and long-term value for the organization. Governance is the foundation of effective ESG management. It covers how organizations are led, managed, and controlled. Key aspects include board composition, executive compensation, business ethics, transparency, risk management, and stakeholder engagement. Strong governance ensures better decision-making, risk management, and stakeholder trust. Organizations with robust governance structures are more likely to achieve sustainable business performance and long-term value creation. ESG has moved from a niche concern to a mainstream business imperative. Several trends are driving this shift. Investors now integrate ESG factors into their decisions, with trillions of dollars managed using ESG criteria. Regulatory requirements are increasing, with governments mandating ESG disclosures. Stakeholder expectations are rising, especially among younger consumers and employees who prioritize sustainability and social impact. Research shows that strong ESG performance correlates with better financial results, lower risk, and greater resilience. Institutional investors are increasingly using ESG criteria to guide investment decisions. Major asset managers like BlackRock and Vanguard engage with companies on ESG performance. Regulatory requirements are also expanding, with the European Union's CSRD and the US SEC's climate disclosure rules setting new standards. These changes mean that companies with strong ESG practices have better access to capital and lower costs, while those lagging behind face higher risks and potential divestment. Beyond investors and regulators, customers, employees, and communities now expect organizations to demonstrate environmental stewardship, social responsibility, and governance excellence. These expectations influence brand reputation, customer loyalty, and employee engagement. Failing to meet them can result in lost market share, talent, and social license to operate. Meeting stakeholder expectations is now a core part of business strategy. Strong ESG performance is linked to better business outcomes. Companies with high ESG ratings often enjoy lower costs of capital, higher profitability, and more resilient stock performance. ESG excellence drives operational efficiency, innovation, and risk management while strengthening stakeholder relationships. Integrating ESG into business strategy helps organizations discover new opportunities for value creation and build resilience against emerging risks. Despite its growing importance, several misconceptions about ESG persist. Some believe ESG is just marketing or greenwashing, but genuine ESG requires real commitment and measurable improvement. Others think ESG is only for large corporations, but organizations of all sizes can benefit by scaling their approach. There's also a myth that ESG reduces profitability, when in fact, well-implemented ESG strategies often enhance it through efficiency, risk reduction, and innovation. ESG reporting is about more than compliance. It's a tool for demonstrating performance to stakeholders, supporting decision-making, managing risks and opportunities, and building trust. The key to effective ESG reporting is focusing on material topics, those issues most likely to impact business performance and stakeholder decisions. This ensures that ESG efforts create maximum value while using resources efficiently. If you're new to ESG reporting, start by identifying 3-5 sustainability topics that are most material to your business and stakeholders. Build capabilities in these areas before expanding further. Quality and authenticity matter more than comprehensive coverage. This focused approach helps you make meaningful progress and demonstrate real impact from the outset. This ESG reporting guide is designed for anyone involved in developing, implementing, or overseeing ESG capabilities. Whether you're a CEO, sustainability manager, CFO, risk officer, or board member, you'll find role-specific guidance and practical tools. ESG success requires collaboration across functions and levels, with shared accountability for outcomes. Let's explore how different roles can use this guide to drive ESG excellence. Primary audiences for ESG reporting include CEOs and senior executives, sustainability and ESG managers, CFOs and finance teams, risk officers, and board members. Each group has unique responsibilities, from setting strategy and allocating resources to managing data and ensuring oversight. This guide provides tailored advice for each role, helping you understand your responsibilities and how to contribute to ESG success. Secondary audiences include HR leaders, operations and supply chain managers, marketing and communications teams, and legal and compliance professionals. Each plays a vital role in ESG success, from workforce diversity and community engagement to regulatory compliance and authentic storytelling. Understanding how your function contributes to ESG helps build a stronger, more integrated program. ESG strategies should be tailored to your organization's size and context. Small and medium enterprises, SMEs, can leverage agility and authenticity, focusing on efficient, high-impact approaches. Large enterprises benefit from resources and global reach, enabling them to drive systemic change. Public sector and nonprofit organizations should emphasize transparency, community impact, and stewardship. Adapting ESG practices to your context ensures relevance and effectiveness. Most effective ESG programs have clear role definitions and accountability. Everyone understands their responsibilities, and there's strong coordination between different functions and levels. Consider forming an ESG steering committee with representatives from key functions to ensure coordinated implementation and shared accountability for outcomes. Collaboration is the key to ESG success. I know you're busy, so this guide is designed for flexible use. Whether you need a 30-minute crash course, a 2-hour deep dive, or a comprehensive professional development path, you'll find reading plans to suit your needs. Match your approach to your immediate priorities and build your ESG knowledge systematically over time. Let's look at the different pathways through the guide. If you need to get up to speed quickly, start with Chapter 1 to understand what ESG is and why it matters. Then, jump to Chapter 6 to learn about the proportionality principle and identify your organization type. Complete the ESG maturity self-assessment in Appendix B and review quick wins in Chapter 20. This focused approach gives you foundational knowledge and immediate action items for your next meeting. For a more comprehensive understanding, dedicate 2 hours to the guide. Start with Chapters 1-3 for foundational knowledge, Then dive into Chapters 4-5 for IFRS and SASB standards. Chapters 10-13 cover implementation of the 4 ESG pillars, and Chapters 19-20 highlight common mistakes and quick wins. This approach provides a solid grounding and practical steps for immediate application. If you're building long-term ESG expertise, read the guide sequentially from start to finish. Focus on examples and guidance that match your organization's size and maturity. Complete all assessments, checklists, and templates, and study detailed case studies to see how leading organizations approach ESG. This path ensures a deep, connected understanding of all ESG concepts. For those ready to implement ESG right away, follow the 30-day plan. Week 1, build your foundation by reading Chapters 1-3, completing the maturity assessment and identifying material topics. Week 2, learn about standards and strategy. Week 3, focus on implementation and quick wins. Week 4, refine your approach and plan for comprehensive reporting. This structured plan helps you make steady progress. This ESG guide is also a valuable reference as your program develops. Use it to answer standards questions, solve implementation challenges, develop content, benchmark against corporate examples, and troubleshoot common mistakes. Bookmark the most relevant chapters for your role and organization type, and return to them as your ESG program evolves. The guide offers role-based reading recommendations. CEOs and executives should focus on strategy and value creation, ESG managers on implementation, CFOs on financial integration, and board members on oversight. Each role has essential, recommended, and reference chapters to maximize relevance and impact. Tailoring your reading ensures you get the most out of the guide. Different industries face unique ESG challenges. Technology companies should focus on data privacy and energy management, manufacturing on environmental management and worker safety, financial services on risk management and customer privacy, and healthcare on product safety and access. The guide provides industry-specific reading paths to help you focus on what matters most for your sector. Before diving into practical ESG reporting, it's essential to understand the standards and frameworks that govern this space. This section provides comprehensive guidance on the major ESG standards, helping you navigate the complex landscape of requirements and expectations. Let's explore the new global rulebook for ESG reporting. International Financial Reporting Standards, IFRS, Foundation has transformed ESG reporting with IFRS S1 and S2. These standards create a global approach to sustainability reporting, ensuring consistency and comparability across markets. IFRS S1 sets general requirements for sustainability disclosures, while IFRS S2 focuses on climate-related disclosures. Together, they provide a common language for investors and stakeholders worldwide. IFRS S1 organizes sustainability disclosures into 4 pillars: governance, strategy, risk management, and metrics and targets. Governance covers oversight processes, strategy addresses management of sustainability risks, risk management focuses on identification and monitoring, and metrics and targets track performance. This structure ensures comprehensive, decision-useful reporting for investors and stakeholders. IFRS S1 emphasizes financial materiality, focusing on sustainability matters that could affect cash flows, access to finance, or cost of capital. It requires clear connections between sustainability risks and financial statements, helping investors understand the impact on performance. Entities can also refer to other standards, like SASB and GRI, when IFRS doesn't address specific risks. IFRS S2 builds on S1 by providing detailed requirements for climate-related disclosures. It incorporates recommendations from the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures, TCFD, and requires reporting on greenhouse gas emissions, climate resilience, and transition plans. These disclosures help organizations and investors understand climate risks and opportunities across the value chain. Implementing IFRS sustainability standards requires systematic planning. Start with a materiality assessment focused on financial materiality, map current ESG activities to the 4-pillar structure, and identify data gaps. Develop governance processes, establish metrics and targets, and create regular monitoring and reporting routines. Plan for external assurance of key metrics to build credibility. Implement IFRS standards effectively. Follow this checklist. Conduct a materiality assessment, map ESG activities, identify data gaps, develop governance, set metrics and targets, monitor progress, and plan for external assurance. Focus on financial materiality and clear connections to business strategy to maximize impact and compliance. While IFRS provides the global rulebook, SASB, Sustainability Accounting Standards Board, offers industry-specific guidance. SASB standards identify which ESG topics are financially material for your sector, providing clear metrics and disclosure requirements. This targeted approach helps organizations focus on what matters most for their business and stakeholders. SASB standards are organized around financial materiality, sustainability topics likely to impact financial performance in each industry. Each standard identifies 3-8 material topics and provides specific metrics for disclosure. This specificity allows companies to focus their ESG efforts on the issues that drive value and manage risk in their sector. SASB determines material topics through rigorous analysis, including evidence of financial impact, investor interest, regulatory trends, industry characteristics, and stakeholder feedback. This methodology ensures that the standards are relevant, evidence-based, and aligned with the needs of both companies and investors. SASB organizes industries into 11 sectors, each with multiple industry standards. Finding your classification is usually straightforward, but some companies may operate across multiple industries or in emerging categories. Use SASB's materiality maps to identify the most relevant topics for your business and ensure your ESG reporting is focused and effective. IFRS and SASB standards are complementary. IFRS provides the overarching framework for sustainability reporting, while SASB offers industry-specific detail. Many organizations use both to ensure their ESG disclosures are comprehensive, comparable, and relevant to investors and stakeholders. This integrated approach supports better decision-making and value creation. Effective ESG reporting is about focusing on material topics, aligning with global and industry standards, and building capabilities over time. Start small, prioritize quality and authenticity, and expand as your program matures. Collaboration, clear roles, and ongoing learning are essential for ESG success. Use this guide as your roadmap to build a robust ESG reporting program. ESG reporting is an ongoing journey. As standards evolve and stakeholder expectations change, organizations must continuously assess and improve their ESG practices. Regularly review your material topics, update your data collection and reporting processes, and seek feedback from stakeholders. Continuous improvement ensures your ESG program remains relevant and impactful. Study real-world examples from leading organizations like Microsoft, Unilever, and Patagonia to see how different companies approach ESG excellence. These case studies provide practical insights into building effective ESG strategies, managing risks, and creating value in diverse contexts. Learning from leaders helps you adapt best practices to your own organization. Now that you understand the fundamentals of ESG reporting, it's time to take action. Identify your organization's material topics, align with relevant standards, and build your ESG team. Use the tools and checklists in this guide to plan your next steps, monitor progress, and communicate your achievements. Remember, ESG is a journey. Start strong and keep improving. Thank you for joining us on this journey through ESG reporting. By focusing on what matters, leveraging global and industry standards, and fostering collaboration, you can build a robust ESG program that creates value for your business and stakeholders. Stay committed to continuous improvement, keep learning, and lead your organization toward a more sustainable future.